Hey everybody, this is Timothy Gay here, back with some more Rising Sun discussion. And today we're going to be taking a look at the ins and the outs of the Turtle Clan. They're hard as the mind and delicate as steel. And so let's just take a look at some of their figures here. Got my favorite figure in the entire game is their Stronghold, the turtle. Got some Shinto, some Bushi, and then their Daimo leader. So, Turtle Clan. Let's take a look at what they do here on their handy chart player screen. So starting honor is 4. So typically you'll see the Turtle Clan ends up either, depending on player count and things like that and what clans are being played with, they're typically in the middle range of the honor track. Sometimes they could be the lowest to start off with, and that's important for our strategy that we're going to go for with the Turtle Clan. And they start in Kyoto. Sorry for all the background noise. My 2 dogs are roaming around. And we'll get to their power in just a second. They start with 6 seasonal income. So that's 3 and 3. And you know what I'm thinking? Stronghold, stronghold. We'll get to that in just a second, because the Shell of the Eternal, their special power, unique power, is that their strongholds count as 1 force, and they can move as if they were figures. So typically a clan's stronghold would be, when you build it in a place, you would never get to move it again, and that would be your spawn point. But with the Turtle Clan, this turtle can move, and you see his little house on his back there. That's their stronghold. He can move, he counts as 1 strength. So, you can, if you need to start spawning over here more, you can get him over there. Or as he marches across the battlefield here, he could be spawning as he goes, so you can kind of move in clumps. And that's really the strategy that I've employed with Turtle Clan, is don't spread yourself thin. Focus on winning provinces with your strength over all else, and also really only going for 2, maybe 3 of the war provinces per season. And you almost absolutely have to win those, or you're going to get left behind. Sorry about that. So, what am I looking for when I'm Turtle Clan? Let's start right away with the tea ceremony. Who am I wanting to ally with? I'm going to want to ally with Lotus Clan, because I want to try to get maybe 3 strongholds on the first season. That would be great. 2 would be ideal. But if we got 3 of our 4 strongholds, that would be awesome, because we want to go stronghold heavy. And like I said, we're going to stay in clumps. So if all these were together, we really only want to move, together. It would be ideal if 3 of the war provinces are touching. You can't count on that, of course. It's all randomized for that part. But that would be the most ideal situation in case you need to move, to get more strength in this region as opposed to that region. It'll be easy to do. Of course, you have the shipping routes that make that a little more easy, but where you start in Kyoto, you don't have a lot of options except for to get out into these. So you really need to look at what is actually going to trigger for the fights and determine which section of the board you want to try to go in. I would not really recommend completely splitting apart Turtle. It has its advantages. I mean, you're really going to be up to what's actually fighting and which ones are left, towards as you go through the game. You're wanting to get this bonus here for sure, because you are really wanting to win as many unique. And like I said, look, you get the bonus just for 3 to 4. Hopefully we get 2 unique in each. 2 or 3 would be great to win with force alone, so we can get these bonuses, because these are going to be huge for Turtle Clan. More so than almost, they're huge for everybody, but Turtle Clan's going to kind of live or die by that bonus at the end. They do get some points in, here or there like everybody else, but really Turtle Clan is about winning these fights. And that's probably why they're my favorite of all the clans in the game, because the goal with Turtle is to fight and fight. This would be Miley Cyrus's favorite clan, and here comes a dad joke, because they go like a wrecking ball around the board. So I warned you. All right, so what am I looking for? Tea ceremony, I got a little off track there. Lotus, definitely Lotus, because they have that option to pick whatever they want. But the Lotus player knows that you're taking advantage of them, so you got to try to, make it count for them too. And usually the turtle really helps Lotus because Lotus would love to make some strongholds as well. Um, in fact, I can't wait to do the Lotus video. There's some interesting strategy with them. Another one I want to ally with is the Koi, because I don't want to deal with the Koi when we get to the war phase, because the Koi is really going to be your biggest threat at strength with their Ronin ability, because you won't know, every other clan you'll look at the space and you go, okay, they only have this, they got this many Ronin, I can deal with them. The Koi, you're not going to know. You're not going to know how many Ronin that they're going to throw at you, so it makes it really difficult to place in preparation for and move in preparation for that fight. So if you're allies, it'd be great. You can just not have to worry about it. But that would be a formidable team there that everyone would probably tremble if they witnessed it. Now, one thing, like I said, we're going to be spending a lot of money on strongholds right off the bat. 3 coins each to do that. So you're going to want to really try to get some martial going on. And that'll also help us with the moving. So if we can get, luckily, if we can ally up, hopefully we can get both of these martial, with Lotus maybe a third martial, and try to build them. Another thing we're going to want to try to do is actually play super dirty. Once we get what we want from everyone that we ally with, we want to dump them off and betray them, possibly, unless, Koi, and you really don't want to mess with Koi. But betraying people is going to be huge for us, because once you have the force you need, you see that your ally's been trusting you for that round, betray them, boom, take their province. It's not going to work every time, of course, because eventually what my experience with Turtle is, everybody likes to ally with you at the beginning, and then you start being mean, and then you're all alone for maybe even the second 2 rounds. But hopefully by then you've gotten what you needed, which is your strongholds and a huge presence in a small amount of areas that can be easily mobilized. Okay? So we're going to dive right in. That's the basic gist. The other thing is, Turtle loves monsters, because the monsters make fighting easier. They add force. They add us a lot of bonuses. You'll see a lot of Oni. Oni are great for Turtle because we're going to try to maintain some dishonor here. We want to be low on the honor. Like I said, we're going to mainly focus on this part of the board, the provinces. Shinto up in the temples, not as much. They'd be a great bonus. I wouldn't worry too much about wasting your spawning to get Shinto up here, because you're going to really want to focus down here. But if there are Shinto out that you see here, these are the 3 I usually look for Turtle. Fujin, because the move, you might need some last minute move, right before the war. That would be great. Something went wrong and somebody moved somewhere you didn't think they would, and you got to double back or do something like that. Free figures on the board with Raijin. He lets you add 1 Bushi anywhere on the board. That's great for us, because we don't want to waste a whole ton, recruiting with our mandates, because we just don't have the time. Out of all, but once we do get our strongholds out, we can recruit a little more. We're hoping that other people recruit, and that these cards will help us get more figures. This would help us for sure. Like I said, don't waste a lot of recruit on these strong temples. So this would be a great one, because we're going to go for strongholds. This gives you a victory point for every stronghold. That's a good one to get. If you're playing, sorry about that, squeaky chair. If you're playing Kami Unbound, you want to look for Fujin, because you're trying to win provinces, and this guy lets you double the harvest rewards in this province. We're going to be strapped for resources a little bit with Turtle, because we're spending. Winning the war province also grants you the harvest, so that would be great to get. If we need some resources during the war phase, I probably would say you want to go after these points if you're going to get something like that, because we don't really need the resources during the war phase because our force is going to be so strong. We don't really need to worry about any of this. The only thing, if we're facing Koi, we don't want them to do that. One thing we would want to do possibly is take hostages to ensure that, that we have the greater strength. If that's a way to get the greater strength in that space, because it all comes back with Turtle to having the greatest strength. That is their theme. Strength in spaces, strength in numbers, strength in power from single figures is great. You're not going to have a whole ton of cash once we get to the war advantages phase, but, it's not going to matter that much. It's okay. Let them seppuku. That'd be perfect for us. Why not? They can have all that. The only tricky ones are these two. If they take you hostage and it causes you to lose, that's dangerous. Hiring Ronin, that's a little tricky too. You should, for the most part, besides Koi, know what you're up against there, though, and the max that they could do to you. So let's just get right into some cards that are going to help us. I'm going to try to do this quickly because there's a bunch that help Turtle. But the theme is things that help low honor, things that are going to help us do taking hostages, things that help us with our strongholds, things that just add strength. So let's start right off the bat with some Spring. Jiminju. During a recruit mandate, you may summon a figure in this province and lose honor. Number 1, lose honor. Number 2, extra figures on the board. Number 3, it's cheap. Number 4, it looks awesome. Tree with heads. Definitely get that's cheap. Remember, that's going to be important for us. Spring cards here. We're going into, I'm not going to try to say the name, Spider Lady. At the start of this battle, take control one local Bushi or Shinto until the end of the battle. That's important because it's going to help us with the strength, and she's super freaky. Strength. Remember, always about the strength. And you're not going to be able to get all these. This is just, and they may not even be in the game. These are just the ones that will definitely help our strategy overall as Turtle. If you see it, and I would go for these ones, basically. Giving your Daimo extra force. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's free. Extra for this guy. And I mean, heck, if you look at these figures for Turtle, they just exude strength. This guy's wielding a club. So, they give you the theme of the clan right there. You know what you're getting into. Oni of Skulls. Oni are going to be our best friends. These guys, and they also all work really well together. So this guy right here with the 4 arms, you want him. What he does is 3 force in any province where you have the lowest honor. So right off the bat, helpful with lowest honor. More force. Excellent. Here's one that's going to help us flood the board more. We want more figures on the board if possible, because we need to worry about them being taken hostage, things like that. So after you summon, you may place an extra Bushi in any of your strongholds. That's great. Free spawning right there. More figures, more strength. Courage. This one says gain 2 victory points each time you win a war province. Awesome. Bonus points on top. I think I have 2 of those in there. Yep. Let's see. Path of the Ninja. This one's all about losing honor. After you summon, you may kill 1 Bushi on the map and lose honor. Ideally, killing one in a place that you're going to be, fighting. Let's see. Path of the Light. At the end of the recruit mandate, you may place an extra Shinto on a shrine. This one would be awesome for us because, like I said, we don't want to waste our recruits up there. But this is a free recruit we can just toss up there. Very good, especially for 1 coin. And like I said, if we had any of those up there, that's one I'm grabbing. Here's one that's going to help us with strongholds. When any player plays a martial mandate, you may build a stronghold, paying its cost. You want this card. Get this card. The extra chance it's only going to be good at the beginning of the game. Doesn't matter later. Once you have your 4th stronghold, it's useless. But this could really speed up Turtle and get them, you'll end up broke at the end of it, but that's okay. You should have enough strength by then to not worry about the war advantages phase. Yuri. counts as a Daimo with 2 force. Daimo are great for us. Where did she go? Oh, there she is. This is the freakiest figure in the game. It's Pile of Dead Ladies, we call her. And a Daimo with 2 strength. Great, because your Daimos are tough to get off the board. You want to keep yourself on the board. I didn't mention that. You don't want to die. You don't want to seppuku ever. You want to remain on the board. If you place a figure on that board, you want that figure on the board for the rest of the whole game. You don't want to be having to waste a lot of time getting more guys that you just put out the last round. Sunakaki Baba. At the start of the war, you can take hostage a Bushi or Shinto from this province. And that's this little witch-looking lady. She is great for us. It's almost like a free hostage. You don't have to spend your coins on this hostage. You can just take somebody, boom. Nuriyama, the snake lady, counts as 2 force, but the thing I like about her most is her ability is going to be really great for us. Say something goes wrong and you're short, a couple of force. Well, she's going to be able to help you because she can slide on up a shipping route right at the end. And there you go, 2 force to add to where maybe you needed to get. Or, use her as a way to say Shikoko was going to be one that was going to kick off for the war phase. There's nobody over there, or maybe there's only a 1 strength dude. Somebody snuck in there at the end. Well, nope, I'm going to take it. So I like that flexibility. Imagine that with a snake lady. Respect, this one's free. You may take an additional hostage when you take hostage in battle. That one's great for us because then we can ensure that we're going to have more strength. Pretty self-explanatory there. Make the hostage situation even more powerful. Jikinenki. Sorry. Each time another figure is killed in this province, gain a victory point and lose honor. We're wanting to win. We're wanting to kill everybody. We want victory points. This is a great card for us. And we can ensure that we're losing honor at the same time. Great, because the lower honor is going to help us with our Oni, which we should be trying to go after too. Oni of Souls. Here's another one. Oh, I didn't show you the last one. Here he is. It's freaky. Terrifying. Look at that face. Jeez. Alright, so Oni of Souls. This is the dude with the flayed bodies that offends so many people. The little toy offending people. If you win a war province token with this monster, gain 2 victory points for each Oni you have. So this is only really good if you have other Oni. Luckily, we're going for Oni. Especially for other cards too. But this is a great one to get bonus points in the middle of the game. So we don't have to 100% rely on getting that bonus. We want some points in the middle too. Another Oni. Oni of Blood. Counts as 2 force or 4 where you have the lowest honor. This guy comes in swinging these wrecking balls. Turtle wrecking ball. That's the whole goal here. Another Oni too. That's awesome. And remember Oni of Souls. We had extra points if we have him too. So let's see what's next. The Path of the Samurai. A Bushi upgrade. So all your Bushi, it says, at the end of a recruit mandate, you may place an extra Bushi. This is a great, great card for us because, like I said, we don't want to waste a whole lot of recruit time and turns because we'd rather, get that extra Bushi off of someone else playing that and then save our turns to build strongholds, things like that, movement, and things that we really need to be doing. That's a freeze free. Path of the Monkey, free card. Dishonorable upgrade. After you summon, you may take a coin from the richest opponent and lose honor. This one's great for, I basically picked this card because of the lose honor thing. Get the extra coins, stealing coins from everybody. Like that. Now we're getting into autumn. The Oni of Plagues. This one is a ridiculously good card for us. It's 1 coin. Players with higher honor than you cannot move figures into this province. This is one that you're going to be able to do, and you can just kind of get him, especially if you're camping out at the bottom of the honor track. Just get him in a spot by himself even. This is the only time I would recommend straying away from your clan is with him, because your lowest honor, nobody can move in there. And I love doing this with this guy. Use him to, block traffic. Make it difficult for people to get across the board here. It's gloriously evil. So, Kansai trying to get to Edo. Well, now I got to take the long way around, so very evil as it should be. And another Oni to point out. You want those bonus points. You want Oni. I would stay focused on the Oni monsters the most. River Dragon, this one's self-explanatory. 5 force, super strong for 1 figure. Very good. A little expensive. Oh, let me show it to you. He's one of the coolest figures. Awesome. Good luck painting that. Path of the Dragon. This is another Daimo upgrade. Your Daimo has 3 force. And remember, we also wanted the Yuri. So, +3 on that. That's a 5 running around. She can get terrifying and hard to kill. You won't have to worry about, hostaging your superpowered Daimos running around. During this is the way of the katana. During the war phase, all your bushi are 2 force. Yes, love it. I want that. Super extra strength, please. Oni of Hate. Oni, Oni, Oni. Oni, Oni, Oni. This is the giant one with the spear that I'm scared I'm going to break one day. Very cool figure. And he comes in as just kind of blows up bushi. All local bushi or Shinto from each player with higher honor than you. And that's when he enters a province. When he enters a province, do you know what that means? He just has to go in and boom. It's not even the war phase. It's so good. Oh, man. Get this guy. Oni of Hate plus the bonus Oni points. Oni, Oni. Oni of Spite. Another Oni. This one is super creepy looking, and he should be because he kind of stealthily walks around the board and steals 2 victory points from each higher honor player with any force, taking points from people. And it's also when he enters a province. Go into Kansai, take 2 from everybody with higher. Hopefully there's a big battle about to go down in Kansai and everybody's building up and you just go, yeehaw, give me those points. Takes them all. That's what he's for. Point stealing goodness and bonus Oni points. Way of the Kiri. So at the start of the war phase, it says kill up to 2 opposing Bushi or Shinto in your Daimo's province, and then gain 3 for each. So this is really, you're trying to set up your Daimo somewhere to come in and just boom, explode those people off at the last second and make points off of it too, but mostly try to win that area. Great way to clear off some space. Godzilla, he's expensive. He's awesome. The only thing is he's a little late for his power, I feel like. But, he's still really good. He's 5 force. He summons in the ocean, so he would be out here just waiting. And then, at the start of the war phase, he can jump into any province and destroy all enemy strongholds there. We kind of really only want this guy, 1 for the strength, because we always want strength, but we also want him to not happen to us, because we need our turtles to the end. The turtles are one of the best figures in the game. So we don't want these getting destroyed. They can't get destroyed any other way. That is the only way. This is our only figure, the only figure in the game that has a strength that cannot be killed in any single way. Even if you lose, your strongholds do not leave the board. This guy's great. You want to protect him. You don't want him to die at the end, because we're going to go for these winter upgrades. These are the ones we're going for. Form of the Kitsune. Gain 3 points for each stronghold you have. Awesome. We want to make that 12 points. 16 points. That was embarrassing. All right, so that's one of the winter upgrades. There's 3 of them that we want to go for. 3. The second one is gain 3 points for each monster you have. This is great because we want a ton of monsters. We also want Oni. Oni are monsters. And this says gain 3 points for each Oni you have. So we could double down on all these Oni and make them give you 6 points each at the end of the game. 6 points! On top of hopefully getting this bonus. This is my favorite clan. It's just so, you just run in, you smash everybody, you swing around like a wrecking ball, wherever you go, and just make them all pay. And my dog is very mad about that. He hates the Turtle Clan. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with another clan sometime soon. Take care.